doing here in this school in Kiel?
I'm Fritz Voss and I'm a teacher on this RBZ Technik, and I teach electricians for installation on buildings.
My name is Benjamin O'Connor and I'm an English teaching assistant here at RBZ Technik, technical school here in northern Germany.
How would you describe the working culture on the whole in your country?
It is very hard to work in Germany. Mostly we work in a team, and sometimes this working team meets each other in the free time.
Germany is very much so a country of give it 110%, work as hard as you can during the workday, but they also have a special term called Feierabend, which specifically relates to the time after work. It's kind of you work as hard as you can at work, and as soon as it's done, you're done. Coworkers say to one another, you're already done with work? Yep. Oh, I wish I was too, I'll join you later. So it's a very special, while you're at work, you work as hard as you can, and they look forward to the time afterwards.
How many hours is a full work day in your country?
Mostly we work 8 hours per day, but sometimes on Fridays it's just 4 hours or 5 hours, so we have on other days work more, like 8 hours.
How many breaks do you have during a workday?
Most time, if I work like an electrician outside in a company, I have 3 breaks: a coffee break, a lunch break, and mostly a coffee time after 3 o'clock.
Is it allowed to smoke during a workday?
Most times it is not allowed to smoke. The most customers say, I want not to allow smokers on my area. But sometimes workers sit in the car and smoke, or they have a break and then they smoke outside from the building.
Do you have to follow your working hours strictly? And if your work hour shift starts at 8 o'clock, at what time do you need to be ready, dressed in your workplace?
Most times we start at 7 o'clock, and the answer in Germany is you have to prepare your 10 minutes before work on your workplace.
If your work starts at 8, you're expected to be dressed and ready to go 5 to 10 minutes before your work shift starts. Again, back to the idea of there's a set time when you're done that you're looking forward to, and so while you're working it's very strict. If it's 7 to 4, then it's 7 to 4.
Is your own business branch popular in Germany? And is it easy to get training place or workplace after studies?
These electricians are very special, and the company is looking for very excellent specialists. So we see on some cars, I need an electrician for the next month. And for the students, it's great to have a trainee time in that kind of companies.
Yeah, it's definitely very popular in the area, mostly because of the ability to get a job afterwards. Here in Germany, there's a lot of doing an apprenticeship or a Praktikum while you're studying here. So there's already a connection or a networking with a lot of these businesses, since while you're studying here, you're working for one of the businesses. And so it helps to get jobs afterwards, and because of that, it makes our school popular.
What kind of skills are expected in your work branch?
They need very good skills and competences in this electrician branch, and so they must have a good communication between customer, co-workers, the boss and the office from the company. So the company has to make the invoice for the customer, and so the money comes in the company, and that's the salary for your own pocket.
If you're an electrician, you're expected to know the ins and outs of electricity and how everything works, but a big thing here is also communication. And also, everything needs to have a stamp, and so being efficient and thorough, making sure it's done right.
Do you have some advice for a Finnish student who is coming to your country for a training period?
They are very welcome. We will give them a new experience, but there is a small problem in Germany. Some older experts have no experience in English spoken, but the young people are perfect in English language, but sometimes they must train it by the job.
Well, first of all, welcome if they're coming. But I would say that the English speaking level might not be what it is in Finland. I would recommend maybe even a little bit of time spent preparing and learning some German, and because some of the older employees might not have as good of an English speaking background as they do, and I think they'd feel a little bit more comfortable if they knew some basic German.
And this is possible at the eurooppalainenopintopolku.fi. One student credit.
Exactly.
And it was Krista reporting from Kiel. Thank you, good night.